LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. This is LEGO set 9509. It was released in autumn 2012 for about 30 euros. Nowadays, 10 years later, you can find an unopened set for about 40 to 60 euros. Of course, LEGO releases an Advent calendar every year, but I got this set as a present back in 2012, and I think 10 years of waiting is enough. It's finally time to open all that doors. Well, let's have a look at the box. On the front cover, we can see all those miniature models and minifigures. I think this is stuff which we can find inside the set. It also says that there are 2 exclusive holiday-themed minifigures. On the back side, they show us how an advent calendar works. So every day we open a door, and on the back side of the door we find building instructions which show us how to assemble the little LEGO set of the day. Also, each day we get a code, which back in 2012 we could enter on this LEGO website, and then we saw a little animation of that day's build. What else can we see here? I don't know why they mentioned these sets over here. I guess these are just some ideas what kids can wish for Christmas, so that the Christkind or Santa Claus can put something underneath the Christmas tree. Well then, let's open it. Here we got this little flap over here, on which we can put our minifigures and little models each day. I think in this little winter-themed world there is a lake which is formed like a Death Star. That's cute. Well, then let's open day 1. Oh, it's a little submarine from Naboo, the Gungan submarine. Let's take it out. Then let me just assemble it. Here we got our little Gungan sub. Well, I think the building instructions, which just consist of 1 step, are almost a bit complex, at least nowadays. It is absolutely easy to build this, but when you look at LEGO building instructions these days, they would have made 4 steps out of this. I have no idea how the Advent calendars these years look like, but I almost can't imagine that they still make it like this. Well, it is fun, but I don't think it's still the LEGO standard to do it like this. Day 2. Oh, today we got a Gungan warrior. Well, then let me take it out and see if I have to assemble it.
Me's I am great warrior. Arr!
Day 3. is this? Looks like a little weapon rack with a Gungan shield. Some kind of catapult over here. Let's see. Well, I'm going to assemble it. Okay, here we got our little weapon rack. Here is a spear on which the Gungan shield is somehow attached to. And here is a little catapult with which you can throw these energy orbs or whatever, like this. Pew! And remember, don't throw them at crying smileys.
Day 4.
Today we got a little Star Destroyer. Well, let me assemble it. Here we got our little microscale Star Destroyer with all it needs. The engines back here and the shield generator up here. Yeah. Now it's ready to hunt for the Millennium Falcon in some asteroid fields.
Day 5.
Oh, I damaged the calendar a bit over here. Well. What is this supposed to be? Well, let me build it up. Maybe we can see what it is when the build is complete. Well, this build in microscale is complete, and I think it's an MTT. You know, those battle droid transporters we saw in episode 1 at the Battle of Naboo. Wait, I actually think the large side over here is the front side. So this round 1x1 plate is the hatch, which flaps open, and then the mount with all the droids comes out, and yeah, the droids activate and can start their little war. So this whole vehicle drives in this direction. It's St. Nicholas Day, so let's open door number 6. Today we got a battle droid. Well, oh, where does this loose part come from? Seldom. Well, then let me assemble it. The battle droid is assembled, or better said, the security droid. You can see that one hand is rotated in 90 degrees compared to the other hand, and that's quite cool. These hands are not movable like with normal minifigures. You can see you know that you can simply rotate his hand as much as you want to, but these arms and hands are solid, so there is no way to rotate them. But there are spare arms with this guy, so you can use 2 arms like this or 2 arms like this, and that's quite practical. When you put one arm like this and one arm like this, you can give him in one arm or in one hand a gun and put a shield in the other hand or whatever. It's nice that we got a minifigure at St. Nicholas Day, but I hope for a better minifigure. It shouldn't be a Gungan, but maybe some Imperial guy or whatever. That would be cool. But well, at least we got a minifigure for St. Nicholas Day. That's better than nothing. Day 7. Oh, look. It's a little Naboo starfighter. It's actually quite a cool micro build. Now we only need a micro build of a Trade Federation ship, so our little Naboo starfighter can blow it up. Day 8. Oof. What's that again? Let me build it up. Maybe then I get what it is. I think it's a vulture droid. You know those droid starfighters from episode 1, which were controlled from that huge Trade Federation command ship. That thing which Anakin blew up. Day 9. Oh, let's get rid of this weapon stand. Oh, the Gungan is in the way too. Okay. Oh, an Imperial officer. That's cool. So, there's the Imperial officer assembled. You know those guys from episode 5. I think inside the AT-ATs we could see these guys. I really like those stupid helmets. They are so huge. It looks ridiculous. And this guy has something special about his head. The other side of the head, the back side, got a printed face on it too. So he wears his visor, these huge glasses. Oh. But in general, I don't like hats which got prints on both sides, because you always have to put a helmet or hair or something on the head of the minifigure, because otherwise it just looks stupid when you got a minifigure with faces on both head sides running around. It's December the 10th. Ooh, it's a little micro-built AT-AT. Nice. This AT-AT is quite a funny construction. The legs are made out of telescopes, and the laser gun at its head is made out of binoculars. I think the molding marks at the legs are quite big. That's a bit ugly. But the little fella really looks cute. Now, I hope this calendar also includes a little snowspeeder, though, that we can put this terrible war machine down to its knees. Day 11. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I think it's one of those giant plasters which are used at Hoth. For example, when the Millennium Falcon escapes, there you can see some snowtroopers which arrange this big gun to shoot at the Falcon. Well, let's build it up and then have a look at it again. Nope, I was talking nonsense. This is a 1.4 FDP tower. Well, at least I was right that it is used on Hoth. The rebels use this turret to shoot at the arriving AT-ATs. Day 12. With opening this door, we have reached halftime. Now, half of all the calendar's doors are opened. Today, we got a rebel. I think it's one of those troopers we see running around in episode 5 on Hoth. Here we got our little rebel trooper. He got nice details. The print is alright. He even got a little backpack. And what I like in particular is that he got a mustache. He somehow looks funny. But I don't get why they use this pale yellow color for the minifigures and not the normal yellow that the normal minifigures have. I don't know why. I prefer the brighter yellow and not this pale skin tone. December the 13th. Oh. That door doesn't open too well. What is that? Well, at least there are a lot of bricks to build up something, I don't know, interesting? We will see. Okay, I have assembled it and I'm still not 100% sure, but I think it's a gong droid. You know, those little stupid looking droids who love to waddle around all the time. Boop, 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 boop. Day 14. More weapons. This time a lightsaber. Okay, I built up the weapon stand and placed all the weapons. Here we got a lightsaber with 2 plates. I guess it's Christmas Darth Maul's lightsaber. And here we got this larger rifle and the smaller blaster. But at the building instructions, they didn't even put the second blade on the lightsaber, and they also didn't place the smaller blaster gun. I don't know, it's stupid to place a lightsaber at a weapon stand like this. I mean, you definitely would melt the weapon stand if you placed it with the lightsaber with the blade in front. That thing wouldn't survive. That's stupid. December the 15th. Oh, a snowtrooper. Here he is, the snowtrooper. I think he has quite a nice print on his chest. It's a bit funny that the backpack is attached to the helmet. It's one piece. And what's quite stupid is that when you look through the eye holes, you can only see the snowtrooper's eyebrows. You can't see his eyes. You look at his forehead. So at maximum you can see the eyebrows. Let's take off the helmet. There you can see it's just one piece with the backpack. And here it's quite cool that he wears this balaclava, but I don't know why they made these holes so high up. They should have put them a bit lower so that you could see his eyes. Or better said, he can't see anything. He is looking all the time right at this front piece of the helmet. And only his forehead can look outside of the helmet. That's strange. December the 16th. I have no clue what this is. Maybe I get what it is when I have assembled all these bricks. I think this is the biggest bag so far. This has been the most complex build so far. I think it's supposed to be this ship, this spaceship Padme uses all the time. I guess it's a Royal Starship, that's the name. Naboo Royal Starship. December the 17th. What the heck is this? I have no idea. I guess it gets more visible when the whole thing is assembled. It's a land speeder. To be precise, it's a Naboo flash speeder. We see those things in episode 1. The Royal Security guys use one of those. Day 18. Oh. The box didn't survive this day too well. But we got a classic minifigure. It's a Rebel Trooper. Finally something from episode 4 again. This is quite a nice minifigure. It got cool prints on the chest. And yeah, on the head you can see this strap on which the helmet is attached to, that it doesn't fall off. And the helmet really is cool. It's a huge helmet, just like seen in the movies. We saw one of these guys for the first time in the Tantive 4 scene, right at the beginning of episode 4. That's cool. Also this visor he got. Yeah, nice minifigure. December the 19th. Maybe it's a shuttle? Let's build it up. Yeah, this looks like one of those Trade Federation shuttles. It's a cute little build. Day 20. Another starship, but I have no idea which. Let's build it up. Well, I instantly recognized that it's a ship from the prequels, but I couldn't remember which one. So I had to look it up, and it's actually General Grievous Starfighter. I'm really not that much of a prequels guy, so I couldn't remember. I haven't seen episode 2 in maybe a decade? I don't know. Well, but this is a nice little mini-build starfighter. So we got 4 more days, and I hope we will see at least one more minifigure. It's December the 21st. Oh, it's a super battle droid. I think we first got introduced to these droids in episode 2. It's quite an interesting mold. I haven't had one of those minifigures before. They are quite cool. And they are quite large. That's nice. December the 22nd. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe it's a Sith infiltrator? Let me build it up and then let's have a look again. Yes, I think it's a Sith infiltrator. Maybe it's even Darth Maul's ship, the Scimitar. It isn't the nicest micro build, but well, it's fine for these kind of calendars. December the 23rd. We are almost there. It's not much time left until Christmas. Oh, it's an R2 unit with a hat. I think it's an Astromech Snowman. You see those carrots on this R2 unit's chest? They replace all this control panel stuff or whatever it is. For example, all those blinky lights on R2-D2's chest and so on. And also all the details, they look like they are carved in the snow or whatever. Yeah, I think it's a snowman. He got carrots and he wears a hat. Definitely a snowman. That's fun. Ho 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 everybody! Today is Christmas Eve. Time to open the final door. I don't want to spoiler anybody, but I think it's quite obvious what we will find behind the door today. When we have a look at the calendar, we can see all those builds and minifigures printed on it. And, well, we have found all those builds and minifigures behind the doors. All minifigures but one. This Christmas-themed Darth Maul with a shovel still is missing, so I'm quite sure we will see him today. Well, then let's open door 24. Yeah, I was right. Ooh, what's that? Ah, I think his cape is inside this little piece of cardboard. I think Santa Maul is this calendar's highlight, and it's quite fitting that we found him behind the final door. It's cool that he got, besides his shovel, also a snowball, this white 1x1 round plate. I really like his cape. For me, that's the coolest thing about this minifigure. It's also cool that he got a print on both sides. On the back side we even find this candy cane. Yeah, he got a cute little Santa coat. That's a nice minifigure. Also with this Eskimo coat, hat thing, whatever. That's his hat without the hat. Yeah, the shovel is nothing special. It's a typical Lego shovel. But the Darth Maul, this print really is cute. That's a cool idea. All in all, the set contains 9 minifigures. If we also count the Skunk Droid, then there are even 10 minifigures. We got a minifigure for every 6th day. If it wasn't for day 2 and 3, so if we got the Gungan from day 2 behind the door of day 3, then we could have said that there is a minifigure every 3rd day. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. With an additional minifigure at day 23, and, well, if we count the Gunk Droid, also at day 13. What's my final verdict about this set? Well, the builds are quite neat. My favorite one is the Naboo Starfighter. I really like how it looks. But I must say, I'm not the biggest fan of micro-built vehicles. I'm just not very interested in that stuff. Also, there are really cool minifigures, but I'm not extremely hyped about minifigures. I like them, it's okay when they are included in a set, but I don't buy my sets because of minifigures. I think I'm simply not part of the target group for these kind of calendars. Kids, on the other hand, I think for them this calendar would be perfect. I think you can have a lot of fun while playing with all those micro builds and the minifigures. I wouldn't buy the set for myself, but I think for a kid it's perfect.